So it was like 3 days ago, I came upon a tweet that I thought was very interesting. It's now deleted, so we have to go to archive.org. It's by this massive creator, Illuminaighti. 1.7 million views. She makes a lot of great videos. Highly recommend them. But she had a take that I thought was emblematic of the sentiment I was trying to go against in my AI video that a lot of people didn't agree with, but maybe this will help illustrate my point just a little bit better. So context, LegalEagle is another big channel. Let me see here. 2.8 million subscribers. Another good, very left-leaning channel. Nothing crazy, but a good content creator. Highly recommended as well. Illuminaighti goes, not LegalEagle editors broaching my editors to take my video style. And when they didn't give up the info, they literally copied it. And by the way, I have the messages from my editors and found an email from them too. Just changed the color from purple to blue. Huh. Interesting. So basically, she got emailed by a LegalEagle editor, and they were asking if they had some plugin for After Effects that they could use to mimic the style they used in one of their videos. Which, there's nothing wrong with this email. It's just someone trying to collaborate on an editing process. Hey, do you have any secret to this technique that can make it a little bit easier? We were planning on doing something similar anyway, and we thought you might be able to help, But because this creator feels a sense of ownership over their content and editing style, this was painted as something negative, which I don't know. If they have to ask permission to edit in a similar style. They also asked for advice on their Discord, whatever. This was the example that was used. I can't load the images because this is archive.org. But so this is the Illuminaighti version. It's a paper rip, which looks cool. Looks tight. I like it. I use it in one of my own videos. And then this is the LegalEagle version, which has a similar paper rip. That's what she was referring to. It's just changed the color from purple to blue. The Illuminaighti one looks way better, to be honest. But this was just in a different style. But this is being portrayed as theft, which it's example B. This is actually really cool. The way, there's a vignette, if that's how you say it, a vignette on the corners here. I can't, let me see if I can open a new tab. Oh, there we go. So if you can see, there's little, it's if it was done by an actual marker, it looks super sick. So this is the Illuminaighti version. And this is the LegalEagle version, I believe. So very, very similar style. And this is portrayed as theft again. And so she says, and to BH, I wouldn't have believed any of this was trying to replicate my videos if not for the email and Discord stuff that was done preemptive to their video coming out. Talk about, can I copy your homework? Yeah, but just make it a little different. SMH. And I have thoughts. So first off, as one of the tweets said, let me see if I can find it. Both examples, all I'm seeing is some incredibly common editing styles / techniques that have been used in thousands of videos. Not sure why you're trying to make this a thing. By Leon Lush. I have no idea who that is. And then he says, honestly, example B made me laugh. If you've ever watched a documentary in your life, you've seen this exact edit and you're using it as an example of someone copying you, which 100%. It's this is not an example of plagiarism. It's nothing. There's literally nothing here. But I will grant Illuminaighti, clearly they put a lot of effort into their editing. There's some high effort stuff. And I understand the impulse, if you're a creator, that you would feel some sense of ownership in the work that you do. There's a lot of ego there. But this is what I was trying to explain in my AI video, that this is kind of a hyper-capitalist mentality when it comes to art, that it's if you make this, you own this style, everything surrounding this, and I just fundamentally don't think that's how art should work. So LegalEagle responded. So he responds saying, I think this is a big misunderstanding. Great minds think alike. They've been using that style for 3 to 4 years at this point. And, you know, he defends his editor, blah, 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 whatever. Which is all fair. But it's like, even if LegalEagle specifically watched this video, their editor specifically watched Illuminati's videos, and they were like, yes, I'm going to ape this style. There is nothing here that you can own. I mean, am I crazy? Like, I feel like we've internalized capitalist systems of private ownership so deeply that this... Fuck. No! I mean, it looks cool, but that this is now something that can be owned. This is now something that can be owned. It's like, no, absolutely not. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. And to be fair, I think Illuminati deleted the tweets, didn't issue an apology or anything to my knowledge, but they clearly walked it back, right? Picked a fight that they couldn't win, walked it back. But I think this is emblematic of a sentiment. And I want to blame, like, artists specifically, like all creators, everyone that does creative work. There's like, maybe it has to do with creative work is inherently like precarious, and you know, you put a lot of yourself into it and expressing yourself. I mean, this is creative work. Like, clearly there was a lot of thought that went into this shot. So maybe that inherently creates a sort of sense of ownership over the work. Because, you know, there's a lot of creatives, and this is one of the few ways you can make yourself stand out. So seeing someone just potentially just ape it, you know, just copy it, yeah, you know, it can be pretty upsetting. But that doesn't mean we own the works of art that we create to this level. That we can say, this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable because I did this. I mean, come on now. And that's the thing. I don't think anyone here is like acting in bad faith or anything. This looks original to me. But like, on the other hand, this isn't something that hasn't been done before. Maybe like this specific permutation of this like paper rip. I'm guessing there was going to be like a quote here or something. Sure, this specific version of it with the lines here and everything, it's original, 100%. But it's not original in the sense that it's something that just came into being without being inspired by anything else. 100%. I wish I could find it, but I can guarantee you something similar exists in some documentary somewhere, some YouTube video somewhere. That's how art works. It's all inspired by something else. And I think creatives can get hyper-focused on style, on things that we can't own, like private property. It's ridiculous, because fundamentally, right, what's happening here is Illuminati is saying, and she doesn't say it, but what's the purpose of this tweet, right? That LegalEagle did something unethical, that their editors did something unethical, that this shouldn't be something that's allowed, right? That you shouldn't be allowed to copy someone's style. But what is someone's style if not just like a way of creating art? It's not something that you can own. It's just not. And that's what I was trying to get across in the AI video, where it's like, oh, AI artist theft, it's stealing artist styles, whatever. Like, that conception of art ownership is inherently capitalist. 100%. It's like a hyper capitalist mindset to art. And my fuck up with that video that I want to explore in a future video is like AI art is 100%, and just AI in general is going to destabilize lives. Like, it's going to fuck a lot of shit up, 100%. And I kind of just glossed over that, but that's because that wasn't what the video was really about. And that's also not to say like you can just copy whatever the fuck you want either. I'm trying to find an example. I found another tweet of like creators that literally copy the title of a video, the whole idea, the premise, like everything, basically, the entire concept to a video. And that's clearly, to me, that's clearly like crossing a line there, right? It's like stealing a joke or something. Maybe it's not something that should be like illegal or something, but there's clearly some artistic integrity that we should have, right? And not be so brazen about theft. But art is all about thieving, about other people's art. It's all about taking ideas and making them your own, responding to other people's works in a way. Like, your art is made in response to other people's art, whether you know it or not, you know? I saw this and I was like, this is the exact kind of thing that made me want to make that AI video. Because people are, oh, it's stolen art, this, stolen art. But the entire idea of stolen art is like kind of silly to me. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm not saying there isn't lines that as creators we can't cross. But this, that's what I see more of than like genuine plagiarism, you know? I don't know, but it's not it. It's not it. And no hate to any other creators. I'm just using this as like an example, right? Of a mentality, of a way to approach art. But yeah, let me know what you guys think.